And what is up, YouTube? We are here with some Incursion League statistics that got released today by Grinding Gear Games as they're taking a look, and GGG frequently does this a couple of weeks into a league, just to give some stats and to show off a little bit about what the community level of interaction and involvement is with a particular challenge league. So without further ado, let's take a dive into the Incursion League stats. So we are now in the third week of the Incursion League, and we are so thrilled at the response we've received so far. It's a good time to take a look at some statistics to see what classes everyone is playing and how many challenges have been completed. So let's take a look at challenges. This graph shows what percentage of players have completed how many challenges, and only includes accounts that have completed at least one challenge. Okay, so here's the graph, and this should be a big ego boost for a lot of you players, just to show you what percentile of players you are in. So some things to note right away. There's simply a serious dip as you continue. Like, basically there's this massive dip at 12 challenges, which is the first challenge reward for the league, and then there's another dip after 24. And then there's a few people that have made it to milestone 36, and then there are some just absolute masochists that are pushing all the way for 40, that you can see there. There's a little bit of a spike at 36 and a little bit of a spike not even at 40. It's just, if you go for 40, my hat's off to you, because you're amazing. I'm not wearing a hat, but if I was wearing a hat, I would take it off for you. Okay, so here's some of the notable stats. 21.9% of players have completed 12 challenges and earned the Incursion Cloak. 0.9% of players have completed 24 challenges and earned the Incursion Cloak. Oh, sorry, did I say cloak there? I meant bandana. So 21% of players have earned the bandana. Less than 1% of players have earned the cloak. And less than 0.5. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Like, that's such a little number. Have completed 36 challenges. Like, less than half. Less than 1/10% have completed 36 challenges and gotten the Incursion Portal effect. The Incursion Portal effect, if you're wondering, is the Atsuatl portal effect, which is really awesome. I'm presently sitting at 16 out of 40, so I need to make my way to 24 to get that cloak. But you can just check along this graph here, see where you're at in the Incursion League challenges, and basically it just shows a bunch of players going for the bandana and then not many going for the cloak or the portal. Okay, we've assembled the Ascendancy class ranks below, divided into the separate Incursion League types. It's very interesting to compare these to the Ascendancy class statistics we gathered for the Bestiary League after the huge rework of all the classes. It's particularly interesting to note that despite there being no major changes to the Ascendancies in Incursion, there has been quite a reshuffle in their popularity. The Elementalist class was one of the least popular in Bestiary, yet is ranked the highest in all Incursion League types. Juggernaut has been dethroned and now sits in roughly the number 5 spot in each event. The Saboteur was averagely popular last league and has risen to the number 2 spot as the community experiments with new trap skills. So let's take a look. If you're playing party play, or you've been watching any of my other videos this league, then you know elementalists are everywhere. There's a bunch of Blade Vortex triple herald elementalists flying around, and I imagine that's what most of these elementalists are, coming in at 17.89%. Then Saboteur comes in at 13.65%. Then Hierophant, so those filthy totem users who we love so much. Then Deadeye, so all of those Wind Ripper builds. Juggernaut, so all you lab farmers, are coming in at 7.17. Then Champion. I've been surprised the number of champions there are. I've traded with a bunch of people who are running champions and noticed that a lot of champions that I've needed to party with in order to take down certain bosses. Like, champions are just awesome boss takers. I don't know why, because there's been no consistency other than the fact that these guys are all playing champion, but there's been almost no consistency in the builds with the players that I've been asking what they're playing on champion. It's pretty interesting. Then Necro comes in at 5.78, then Ascendant at 4.60, then Slayer at 4.13, then Raider, and then my class that I'm playing this league, Gladiator 3.38, then the Trickster, Inquisitor, and Chieftain, and the rest follow with just less than 2%. So there you go. What are you playing this Incursion League. Here's Hardcore. Hardcore, you can still see Elementalist is still at the top at 15%, and then Saboteur, then Hierophant, Juggernaut, and Necromancer. So pretty much following the same, except Deadeye. Deadeye's been dethroned a little bit. Deadeye's bumped down a little bit in the Hardcore League. But that's pretty amazing that Elementalist is at the top of the list, both in Hardcore and Softcore. In solo self-found, Elementalist is at the top with Saboteur at second, then Hierophant, then Necromancer. I mean, you can see this. Over 50% of the league is playing Elementalist, Saboteur, or Hierophant. And then from there, it's ridiculous. I mean, less than 50% of the league is playing the rest of the Ascendancies. So it's... for those of you that are enjoying this, that's great. Enjoy it while it lasts. Probably come fall, probably come next league, we're probably going to see some tweaks to the Elementalist and the Saboteur just because they are so meta. We'll probably see some buffs to some other classes. Solo self-found Hardcore, you still see the Elementalist at the top, Saboteur, Hierophant. Gladiator's then up there actually above Juggernaut. So we're really seeing some consistency here across the board. So all Incursion leagues, Elementalist at the top, Saboteur, Hierophant, Deadeye, Juggernaut. This is pretty incredible just to see across the board the stats on this, just how widespread the Elementalist level of popularity is. Anyway, so those are some stats for the Incursion League. What are you playing this Incursion League? What build are you following? What ascendancy? Rather than what build, answer down below in the comments. What ascendancy are you playing? Are you playing an Elementalist? Are you one of these Elementalist, Blade Vortex, Triple Herald players? Or are you playing something else? Leave us a comment down below and let us know.